Juliette Lewis didn't just walk into Hollywood, she made an entrance that people still talk about. With a career that spans decades and over 50 roles in film and TV, she's proven that she's not afraid to take on anything. Whether it's a chilling thriller, a wild crime drama, or a hilarious comedy, she brings something special to the screen every time. And her bold choices haven't just earned her respect, they've also brought in serious money. Some of her films became box office hits that sent her bank account soaring. But which ones made the biggest impact? And how did they shape the legacy of this unforgettable actress? One of the biggest financial wins in Juliette Lewis's career came from a comedy that had audiences laughing around the world. In 2010, she appeared in Due Date, a chaotic road trip film starring Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis. While her role as Heidi wasn't huge, her presence added that quirky charm she's known for. Critics were split on the film, but the audience didn't seem to care. It raked in over $211 million globally, proving that a mix of star power and pure entertainment can really pay off. For Lewis, it was another chance to show she could light up the screen, even in a supporting role, and be part of a movie that made big money. But her real breakout came much earlier, in 1991, with the psychological thriller Cape Fear. Directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Robert De Niro, this film put Lewis front and center as Danielle Bowden, a teenager caught in a terrifying situation. Her performance was so powerful, she earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. The film pulled in about $79 million in the U.S. alone, making it a major hit. That role didn't just boost her career, it showed the world she could go toe-to-toe with Hollywood heavyweights and hold her own. If there's one movie that cemented her status as a fearless performer, it's Natural Born Killers from 1994. This crime drama, directed by Oliver Stone, was anything but ordinary. It told the story of two lovers turned serial killers, played by Lewis and Woody Harrelson. The film stirred up a lot of controversy for its violence and message about media obsession, but it still managed to pull in over $50 million worldwide. It wasn't just a financial success, it became a cult favorite, and Lewis's intense emotional performance is still talked about today. It was raw, risky, and unforgettable. Exactly the kind of role that shows what she's really made of. Not every film she chose was a blockbuster, but many still played a big part in shaping her career. In Husbands and Wives, 1992, she worked with Woody Allen on a film about complicated relationships. Lewis played a young woman caught up in romantic confusion, showing her softer, more thoughtful side. It made just over $10 million in the U.S., but it proved she could handle more subtle, emotional material just as well as she could handle chaos and conflict. In 1995, she stepped into the world of science fiction with Strange Days, a gritty thriller directed by Kathryn Bigelow. Set in a not-so-distant future, the movie explored dark themes of technology and violence. Lewis played Faith Justin, a singer with a complicated past, and even performed her own vocals in the film. While the movie didn't break box office records, it developed a strong following over time and became one of her most memorable roles. She brought emotion and grit to a story that was as intense as it was futuristic. Another interesting role came in The Way of the Gun, 2000, where she played a woman caught in a high-stakes kidnapping plot. It wasn't a huge hit, but once again, critics praised her for bringing depth and fire to a challenging character. These films may not have hit the $200 million mark, but they showed how committed she is to telling bold stories, and how she never phones it in. Juliette Lewis has always known how to balance the mainstream with the unexpected. She's moved between major studio films and indie projects with ease, never sticking to just one type of role. And outside of acting, she's made a name for herself in music, leading her rock band Juliette and the Licks with the same energy she brings to her film work. That mix of talents has helped her stay in the spotlight for more than 30 years, proving she's not just a one-hit wonder, she's built to last. Even now, She continues to land exciting roles in projects like Opus and Breaking News in Yuba County, showing that she's not slowing down. Her most financially successful films not only brought in millions, they also helped build a career that's still going strong. Juliette Lewis isn't afraid to take risks, and that fearlessness is what's kept her ahead of the game. If her past work is any clue, there's still a lot more to come. So, if you're a fan of bold performances and unforgettable characters, keep an eye on her. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more stories like this, and share your favorite Juliette Lewis movie in the comments.